What we want to do now is actually compromise my iPhone. And what I mean by compromise is install Fiddler's root certificate on it. Again, Fiddler is not a legitimate certificate authority, but we're going to make the device think it is, and that consequently, any domain that it communicates with that returns a certificate that completes the chain to Fiddler's root certificate will be trusted. The app will make the connection, we'll get to sit in the middle of the traffic, just like we've been doing with HTTP traffic in our vulnerable app. Now, to get started, all you need to do is jump over to the Fiddler add-ons page and grab the cert maker for iOS and Android. It's the same process for both devices. That's a little executable that you download and run. Make sure you've got Fiddler closed first, and the next time you open it up, you can then install the certificate on the device. So I'm going to do this now with my device. And here's what I'm seeing on the device. I've just navigated over to IPv4.fiddler:8888. So effectively we're saying hit port 8888 on the host name you see on the phone here. That will then return this page directly from Fiddler. And as you can see at the bottom of the page, you can download the Fiddler root certificate. When we hit that on the iPhone, and the rest of this process will be slightly different on an Android, we're then asked if we want to accept this new profile. And here we see once again, do not trust Fiddler root. It's this same root certificate that's now being served up to the iOS device. Now clearly we're going to want to go ahead and hit the install option there. And after we do that, we are going to need to enter the PIN for the device again. Don't lose the significance of what we're doing here. We are compromising the device. Just as an aside, this sort of practice can also happen in organizations that provide devices to employees. They may deliberately compromise the device with their own root certificate so that they can sit in the middle of encrypted communication. There are certainly many precedents of it happening before, and I keep using the word compromise when I'm talking about the device, and really it is actually getting the device to do something that its security model is specifically designed not to allow it to do. This is going to give an intermediary, a man in the middle, access to the otherwise secure communication between the device and the back end. Moving on, enter the PIN, and now the device has successfully installed the root certificate. And in iOS nomenclature, it's a profile. We can see here that the profile is now installed. We can go back and inspect that profile at any time just by going into General, Profiles. And as you can see here, there's a big remove button. So you can go back in and take this certificate back out of the device again at a later date. So that's it. That's the iPhone equivalent of what we did earlier on with Fiddler on my PC. It is now going to trust any of that HTTPS communication. Just to make sure it actually works, let's go and try one of the apps we looked at earlier on, which rejected the connection when it didn't trust the certificate, and see how it behaves now.